Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the unimaginable. Last night, Remy Ma, the lyrical assassin, Bronx royalty, and no-chill veterans just exploded an atomic bomb on Claressa's defenses. It was not a dodgy subtweet or a diss track, but rather an alleged leak of private graphic images of Claressa with a man who is most definitely not named Papoose, which Papoose witnessed live. Reputations, loyalties, and secrets that were meant to perish in the group conversation are being publicly undressed. Welcome to the Gossip Spill vibe, where the fallout is biblical. The tea burns and the truths are ripped. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get dirty. In a scandal so radioactive that it should have a hazmat warning, it just became unimaginably dirty. Remy Ma, a native of the Bronx, has once again exploded the internet, this time blowing back rather than just clapping back. The shrapnel fell straight on Claressa Shields, America's purported boxing love, who is currently neck-deep in the type of what precisely took place. For what reason is Papoose sobbing into nothingness? Why is Claressa being treated like yesterday's popular garbage on social media? According to reports, Remy Ma leaked explicit, unedited, and undeniably real photos of Claressa Shields with another man. These photos were full body, and explicit, and before anyone could scream defamation, they were screenshotted, deleted, and reposted 1,000 times. This is the final round of a love triangle so twisted that Zeus Network looks like PBS Kids Papoose. If you think this is simply some small-minded vengeance, you're mistaken. Reportedly live while recording a podcast, and one insider claims had to go while fighting back tears. Welcome back to Gossip Spill Vibe, where we don't own the tea if it's not hot. Receipts are biblical, and secrets are borrowed time. First, let's review what we believe to be true about Papoose, the quiet, steady king of the culture. The kind of man who wrote poems about his woman while the internet ridiculed him for wearing matching outfits. And Remy Ma, the rap heavyweight, the original queen of clapbacks, a woman who held a man through prison, suffering, and paparazzi. Next up was Olympic gold medalist and undisputed boxing champion Claressa Shields, who was fierce, flamboyant, and determined. But somewhere in the middle of a screenshot of Instagram Lives from the initial storm months ago showed voice notes with just enough bass to resemble Papoose. But the drama just went from a plot twist in season 1 to finale-level destruction thanks to this latest leak. The scene is set at 1:12 a.m. Sis was caught up in the reported turmoil of Papoose Q's press, conferences, and punching bags. In less than 10 minutes, over 80,000 people joined Remy Ma's live stream. No warning, no makeup, hoodie, straight vibes of a woman who came to destroy the caption. Let's clear the air since she wants to play dirty. Let's get filthy. Comment sections were flooded with not again and pap comments. The stream was broadcast at Eastern Standard Time. If you require assistance, blink twice. Remy starts speaking in a cool yet lethal tone. There are facts tinged with malice, but no shouting or showmanship. You're playing in my face, like I'm some washed-up housewife while this lady out here is spreading more than just gossip. But I stayed polite and let them laugh. I hope she isn't disturbed because she then stated the unimaginable. After these images show up on the timeline, Remy moves the camera to the screen of her laptop. When a folder named CS Not So Sweet is opened, alleged naked pictures of Claressa Shields shot from what seems to be a mirror at an upscale hotel are found within. No excuses, no facial filters, and most definitely no Papoose in the picture. To be clear, Remy blurred these pictures just enough to remain out of trouble with the law. Takedown, but left enough to make sure that it was genuine. Fans immediately recognized the chain in the backdrop of one photo as belonging to Tone Big Drip Mathers, a low-key music entrepreneur with a less than subtle history of bashing athletes, while another photograph included a timestamp. Twitter exploded in support of a woman who had more men behind her than an awards show green room when Remy dropped the hammer. Poor Papoose deleted everything in an hour after one user commented that mirror reflection alone just cost Claressa a sponsorship with Nike. Blink if you're deleting her folder. Claressa writes, "Pap still thinks we're exclusive." Loudly crying face. "I told Tone I'd pull up again after the Vegas win. It's gotta keep dude calm until then." In a screen grab of a group chat called Fight Night Queens. The chat includes a picture of Claressa from his Instagram page and that awkward boxing training post where he called her his piece, sir. Yes, because Gossip Spill Vibe needs more than one controversy. The second leak followed. A screen grab of a group chat was revealed when an anonymous member DM'd a gossip blog. Whoa, the narrative has completely flipped at this point. Fans who previously wrote, "I was hashtag Team GW, but Sissom is moving like the future in boxing gloves." Someone who supported Claressa Go tweeted. Verified accounts also left comments with one celebrity stylist writing, "It's always the ones screaming loyalty who have backup rosters on speed dial. But wait, it gets messy because, remember that? Podcast Papoose was supposed to be on Bars and Balance." Yes, during the turmoil, the presenters went live to reveal that he had been slighted by someone and had left the set in the middle of the broadcast. Let's not overlook the layers here, but according to one host, Pap just got up and left without saying anything after staring at the phone for around 15 seconds. The man who kept Remy in jail, Papoose, was accused of cheating on him with his supposed side chick, whom he may have. The commentary was in ruins when Remy uploaded a news story with a black screen for text. It's not just Karma though, right? Karma in Timberlands with a megaphone. One fan said she left breadcrumbs and Remy turned them into a bakery. Another fan wrote, "This is the wildest PR nightmare since Tristan Thompson invented public cheating." The screenshots had already gone viral on Reddit, X Threads, and every burner site from the Shade Room to Petty Pink News. When Claressa's team allegedly reached out to Instagram to have the targeted abuse and privacy violations from the live sighting removed, this was no ordinary Instagram live drama. It wasn't a furious tirade, a plea for influence, or a digital meltdown. Rather, it was a full-fledged tactical strike with Remy Ma as the general. The screenshots were calculated, the timing was devious, and the damage extended into bank accounts, brand contracts, and reputations that might never fully recover. And just like that, what started as a messy love triangle turned into a four-alarm. Career fire with Claressa, hot pants down emotionally and literally. But there's more, because part 2 is where we get into the investigators, the leaked iMessages, and the scandal that takes this story from bedroom betrayal to boardroom damage. Stay with me. Part 2 is coming up next. He believes I'm traveling to Los Angeles via red-eye. Dre and I are basically 2 floors above him. Coach Dryan Williams, a former MMA fighter turned strength trainer, is rumored to be Dre. If this is true, Claressa was allegedly being flown out by one man while secretly posting up in a hotel suite with another right above the man who thought they were still together. "I'm not even hiding anymore, lol." Claressa allegedly writes in a fake but terrifyingly realistic iMessage thread that was made public soon after the Fight Night Queens group chat leak. Fans are eating it up like it's their last meal, but now the Twitter and Reddit investigators, like FBI interns on Adderall, have taken over. They created a Google Doc timeline of all the hotels Claressa has been spotted in since February. Matching TikTok mirrors, gym selfies, Instagram stories, and even nail colors to show that she was having an affair with Coach Dre while making fun of Papoose. One screenshot from early March showed Claressa at a private recovery retreat in Miami on the same day that Coach Dre's Instagram story showed him sipping champagne on a patio with the same wallpaper and couch pillows as in Claressa's story. Fans were comparing fabrics like they were on CSI. And then came the voice note. "Oh yes. Pap still believes that I only cry to him." In a 30-second voice clip obtained by another anonymous source and allegedly recorded by Claressa herself, Claressa is heard saying, "I let him think that because it makes him feel useful. But when I want to feel good, I go where the pressure's real." One widely shared tweet read, "She is treating Pap like a weighted blanket for comfort, but there is no chemistry." The timeline went into cardiac arrest. She got a husband for her trauma, a trainer for her body, and a side dude for the vibes. Another fan wrote, "In the meantime, Papoose stayed almost entirely silent, not posting or tweeting." But fans noticed something chilling. A new track on his Spotify profile suddenly appeared in his unreleased section called "Silenced by Loyalty." In the preview clip, he whispered, "I gave the world to a woman who shared her soul in pieces." That line alone caused a stir on the internet, with celebrities reacting to Rage Hep Henson, who posted a black square on his story and wrote, "Protect Papoose at all costs," and included a few icy, crying faces. The financial fallout started at 10 a.m. the next morning. Insiders began to speculate that Claressa had been quietly removed from a luxury watch campaign that she had been teasing on social media for weeks. Screenshots of her leaving. The company went viral. Claressa's team lost 2 sponsorships in less than a day after a well-known pre-workout brand allegedly sent them a soft cease and desist to stop tagging them till further notice. And guess who started posting again? Remy Ma first posted a story about her entering a studio in Los Angeles with the caption, "Tell your trainer to stay off my timeline." She then followed up with a close-up selfie without makeup, which led fans to believe that Remy was getting ready for a diss track, but it was not. A burner account claiming to be Claressa's former assistant posted a blurred image of a document with the caption, "She made him sign this right after Vegas told him that if he ever spoke, she'd ruin his label deal." No one cared whether the document was real because the streets were already sold out. And fans began speculating that Claressa had not 1, not 2, but 3 men orbiting around her. One post, titled "Remy Gearing Up to Drop the Most Disrespectful 16 Bars in History," racked up 600,000 views in 2 hours, specifically targeted another rapper. She was publicly posing as Pap's ride or die. And just when it looked like things couldn't get any worse, a TikTok account shared what they claimed was a hidden camera recording from the Bars and Balance studio. It showed Pat looking at a phone, blinking a few times, handing it back, standing up, leaving his microphone, and leaving the frame moments after being shown the leaked photos. But the audio was what broke everyone's heart. A faint mic picks up Pat saying, "I gave up everything for this." She was out here with him, and the video went viral, and Twitter went crazy. One user commented, "Watching Pat process betrayal in real time should be illegal." Another user wrote, "He loved Remy. This is emotional terrorism. He was played by Claressa, and now he's walking around like a ghost." A third tweet that said, "Pap hasn't even posted a meal since the leak was viewed 2 million times in 4 hours. You can tell it's real that way." Let's now discuss Rhee's upcoming chess move. You could feel the tension shifting the public narrative that had previously ridiculed Remy for losing her man. She didn't post screenshots or confirm or deny anything else, but she did post a video of herself walking past a billboard for Claressa's boxing campaign with the caption, "The faces they put on walls aren't always the ones worth trusting." However, Claressa released a single story with a black screen and white lettering late that night. So don't assume she was silent forever. Some people lose everything when they strive to be loud, while others lie or leak. The fans were perplexed. Did it involve denial? Was it dangerous? Perhaps, but the damage was already done. Her most recent YouTube video was inundated with hashtag Team Remy and Free Papoose from the PR nightmare. Her brand was bleeding, and her comments were shut. Then came the most unexpected turn of events, the potential for everything that has leaked. thus far to become a legal dispute involving Remy. As we left off, Remy Ma was flourishing in solitude, posting captions like, "Sniper shots." Papoose was in emotional exile, and Claressa was being ghosted by her sponsors. However, the drama escalated into legal territory just when it appeared to have reached a breaking point. Remy Ma's team is now considering legal action against Claressa. Shields for financial manipulation, intellectual property infringement, and emotional damages. According to an alleged legal insider who slid into a gossip blog's direct messages, the insider explained it as follows: "It is no longer about cheating. Rather, it is about copyright violations, creative theft, trademark infringement." And get this, the termination of Pap's next project by one of the music managers who saw a slogan on Claressa's merchandise that was exactly the same as one from Remy and Pap's unreleased 2022 promotional deck. Fans are now questioning if Claressa was genuinely in love, or if she was just playing a long game from pillow talk to profit margins, because the catchphrase had never even been written. Papoose is still silent and in pain, but in a covert manner, working behind the scenes out of respect, while his close buddy in the business claims that he is preparing to sell off joint assets associated with his failed relationship with Claressa, another source close to the Bars and Balance podcast. However, claims that after Papoose left, he drove straight to Remy's house to apologize for the alleged conversation, not to argue or make amends, but to say, "I didn't see what I had until it was gone, and now I just need peace." Remy's response was, "Peace doesn't live where chaos visits. You built this mess, now clean it." While some fans felt that Pap deserved grace, others did. One of the tweets that went popular was, "You can't trade Remy for Claressa and then cry when you get the refund." Remy made her position clear that same evening when she tweeted, "Once you humiliate me publicly, healing privately is no longer an option." Claressa kept posting cryptic content, with her next story showing her shadowboxing in the gym with the caption, "Still undefeated." She was dragged by the comment sections, which said things like, "Not emotionally, ma'am? You ducked punches but couldn't dodge accountability, sis. Acting like betrayal is cardio." People were still wondering if there was a chance that Pap and Remy would ever get back together. The third man, remembers the supposed NDA between Claressa and Tone Mathers. Well, a second alleged document appeared this time, connecting Claressa to a foreign sports promoter based in London named Aidan Cross. The receipts included a fictitious flight itinerary, hotel invoice, and a blurry video of the two entering a London suite during what was supposed to be Claressa's solo training trip. One comment went viral saying she's collecting men like championship belts. Another, Claressa was out here in a different relationship in every time zone. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, the burner accounts returned. An anonymous page wrote, "This isn't even the end. There's another drop coming." Screenshots, voice notes. Claressa made a mistake by boasting to the wrong people. Who alone had blogs with drafts, TikTokers doing countdowns, and Reddit making flowcharts of who leaked what and when. But let's go back to Papoose for one last time, because he went through it, and last night he posted a 2-minute video on his Instagram with no music or captions, just Pap talking straight into the camera. People assume that being quiet means that you're weak, but I was trying to survive this. I was loyal and sincere, and I lost more than love. I lost trust. I trusted someone who used me as a bridge to another place. He paused before saying, "I don't know if you'll ever forgive me, but just know I see what peace looked like." Fans were crying, and celebrities reposted an entire community rooting for his healing arc. Remy acknowledged it, but she didn't comment because she didn't like it. Instead, she reposted a line from his video as a text story. "Peace looked like you." The comments were a bloodbath, girl. Just say sorry and log out. You're playing victim when you leak the love triangle into a hexagon, ma'am. Your growth got casualties. It's like too late, and I'm sorry. Finally. verified entertainment reporter tweeted a streaming rumor because this tale couldn't be finished without a twist. Sources claim a big platform has asked Claressa Shields to lead a new DOA series called Undisputed, rebuilding the brand. Her life after the controversy, including her workouts and legal recuperation, would be chronicled on the show. One tweet said, "She fumbled love, loyalty, and legacy, but she's about to get a bag for the behind the scenes." The internet went crazy, with everyone yelling, "Not a bag off the backstabbing," and Hollywood keeps rewarding chaos. To recap, Remy Ma is not bothered by a booking, and it's possible that she's recording a disc so toxic that it might need a warning label. We'll let you make that decision because the reactions are the only thing that has gone viral more than the receipts. With the timeline still burning and the smoke just beginning to clear, we need to choose our next course of action. Is this the beginning of something greater, or is it the conclusion of a convoluted triangle that should never have begun? The new villain on the internet is Claressa Shields, who may be opportunistic, misinterpreted, scandalized, and perhaps destined for television. The true question, though, is who won Papoose, who at last realized the reality he had been trying to avoid, or Remy, who stole her story back with one lethal lie. The gas and shattered bars were carried by Remy Mullet, and Claressa Shields and Remy Mullet stood in the flames, praying that love would not perish. But the secrets are out and the tears are genuine now that the N** star has been disclosed. Who do you suppose? Was it a long overdue warning to a woman who never played fair? Or did Remy go too far by sharing intimate images to make a point? Was Claressa ever genuinely in love with him? Or did she view loyalty as a publicity stunt? Should Pat remain silent, or should he be pardoned? You've heard the voice notes, seen the screenshots, and watched the 4K reputations fall apart. You can now voice your opinions in the comments section as we hand you the microphone. Click like and subscribe at least once if you're impressed. This may be the end of the tale, but the next scandal is already in the works, so if you want a filthy atmosphere, you don't need to clean up and hit the bell button.